Today we're going to talk about some commonly asked tax tips. I hear that all the time. What's some good tax tips for me? And one of the basic things is just keep good records. Generally keep good records to help support the deductions on your tax returns. You can't just lump everything and stick it under miscellaneous deductions. You have to break it out into different types of expenses such as advertising and office expenses and labor and so forth. But some of the commonly deducted items that you would see on a tax return that you may not think about is basically, in a nutshell, think of, am I incurring this expense for business purposes? Well, the IRS says if it is for a business purpose, it's deductible as long as it's what's considered ordinary and necessary. Meaning ordinary, is this an ordinarily deducted item in your type of business? If you have a business that's a plumbing business, but you have a bunch of livestock expense, that's probably not an ordinary type expense in that type of business. So that's one of the things, is it ordinary for your business? Also, is it necessary? Is it a necessary item that you need to deduct in order to help run your business and help generate a profit from it? But some of the things that might be common to all various types of businesses would include advertising to help grow your own business, office expenses such as supplies, utilities, internet, electricity, phone, so forth. Auto expenses are one of the more commonly deducted items. Home office. I'm going to get more details on auto and home office in a separate segment. Also, when you go and buy new software for your computers or computers themselves or furniture, those can either possibly be deducted entirely in the year you purchase them. There's something called a 179 deduction. It's taken from the Internal Revenue Code section 179. When you're first starting up a business, there's something called startup costs or organizational costs. Those are costs that you may incur to get the business going before you even have any revenue from any customers. Startup costs are deductible up to $5,000. Any costs above that have to be what's called amortized or spread out over the following 15 years. Some other deductible items would be legal, professional fees, travel costs, meals and entertainment. Meals and entertainment are only deductible 50%. Club dues are not deductible, so don't think now that I have a business, I can go out and join a country club and deduct my golf clubbing expenses. That's not deductible, unfortunately. Insurance premiums, depending on the type of insurance, some types of insurance are, like the property expense insurance that you may have on your equipment in office. Life insurance is not. Health insurance can be for you and your employees. Health insurance can be kind of get into a tricky area. Some of it can be deductible on your personal return, some of it may be deductible through the business. So depending on the type of policy that you have and who it covers, it depends on where it would be deductible. Hopefully you won't have any of these, but if you have any penalties and interest from taxes that maybe you weren't filing on time, those penalties are not deductible, so it's best not to get into that situation. File your taxes on time. But the interest on those would be deductible. Interest on loans that you have to banks or credit cards are deductible as long as for business purposes. Roth IRAs are one of the areas that I've advised a lot of my clients to take advantage of, because they can contribute to it. It won't give them a current tax savings, but all of the future growth can grow tax-free, and that can usually wind up being a bigger advantage than even the current tax savings. Charitable contributions to charitable organizations can be deductible. It may not be deductible on the business part of the return. It won't be deductible on the business part of the return. It actually flows through and gets deducted on your personal return. But those are covering most of the more commonly seen small business tax deductions. And if you have any other questions on any of this, please feel free to give us a call at SDA CPA Group.